Okay, so I'm going to show how to assemble this. One person can probably do it, but it probably have to be a kind of strong person. So the first thing we want to do is attach these two cross beams to here. So this is a 5-inch hex bolt. And it goes through these holes here. Coming closer. The bolt is AWD. That number is embossed on the bolt there. So right now I'm just going to hand tighten the screw, the bolt, the nut enough to just kind of snug it on there. So just sort of hand tighten it at this point, because we're going to have to loosen it later to get the side pieces on. So I've labeled it top cross, left, right. That's left, right as you're facing with the thing. And I'll do the other one. So that'll work for now. So I'm going to tip this forward. This can be a chair or a storage box or whatever. This box weighs about 70 pounds now. So I cheated a bit and used the driver to get one of them in. This ratchet isn't the best. So now the side pieces are on. So now we're going to put on the skids. So I'm going to take this box out so I can lower this end to get the other end a little higher. Theoretically, this could be a little higher, so if somebody's helping, they could lift this up a bit. These are ASE. So again, I've written a 3 here, and that goes against the 3 here. For now, I'll just kind of lift it up. And hopefully, get a bolt through here. So there's no resistance, it's getting loose. So that's on enough for now. So now we're going to put on the back angles. Again, we got 2. It's going to go against 2, and 1 is going to go up against 1 here. One goes to 1. And right now everything's loose enough that I can kind of move things around and get these holes to line up. If you tightened everything ahead of time, you probably wouldn't be able to do that. All right, so while it's in this configuration, this is as good a time as any to add this curved module. So it's an AJM fastener. I'm going to push it through here and just get it in enough to catch the threads on the wood. Just hand tightening it, just so it'll hang on there once it's upright, and then I can tighten it from the inside. All right, now we're gonna try to tilt this up, see what happens. All right, so I'm going to tighten this curved thing here. Now I'm going to tighten some of these screws here. It looks like these use the 1/2-inch head. So my hope is when this is transported, this will already be installed. But in case it's not, here's what you do. There's a little slot here for the wire that goes to the trap umbilical. So I just want to make sure that's cleared here. And so so you need to kind of angle this up into here, get it high enough to clear this. And then when you push it in down here, this sits on this ledge here, and so the wood is on the outside of the metal parts. So there are a couple of holes drilled into the metal frame here, which theoretically, if you I got this little screw here, so you should just be able to sort of hand tighten that enough to grab. You have to reach around the back and kind of push it in. All right, so with this kind of loosely mounted onto the cross pieces, to get the paneling, you might have to sort of slide this forward. So it's kind of easy to do it from the front. So you kind of lift it up and out. And so I've created a gap, enough of a gap here. Most of the weight ends up on the top bolts. So there are these slots here, and these are made to clear the bolts. So I'm kind of pulling it forward. We've got a little arrow here. You should just be able to slide it in and work it around the bolt and get it kind of roughly to place. And then we'll go back to the other side and tighten it down. So now on the back side, there's several holes that go in here. So I just use these short hex bolts, kind of get them started. Don't do this one here because that's where the lamp goes. There's 1, 2, 3. So the other one goes on pretty much the same way. You'll pull the front out, slide it in, and then tighten up the bolts. So then the last thing is now to bring this snug back against the cross beam. So again, I'm just gonna lift this up a little bit and use the driver to snug that up. I can reach under here, get that nut a little tighter. Pull that flush, reach under here, get this one. Okay, with the sides on, we can attach the stuff that goes on the top. So here's the power box. The hose is over here now. And so there's a little dowel here to help guide this in, to help hold it. So this bolt just kind of slips in, the dowel kind of goes in, wiggle it around. Put on the nut and the washer. And you can tighten that with a ratchet. There's a couple of holes here. Use the one that's more in the middle.
A second here, we see that.
So slide that in. Okay. This one is just a screw labeled LAF. Use your hand to get it most of the way in. Ratchet to do the rest. Sort of. There's little guides here that kind of show what's where. And now we want to plug these into the circuit board. So this is the red one, so it goes into the red harness. And the green one goes into the green harness, if I can see it. So that's that for now. So now on the front, we'll address the hoses. They don't really attach. They just got to go down into these cable clamps by friction. And then this guy has little bolts here, little screws, so they go into the hole. Slide down. So once again, slide down to lock it into place. And then over here, we've got these little hoses. So these hoses here just go into the holes, just to be a friction. No connectors on the other side. Should just stay in there.